Welcome back to a basement in the middle of Nicaragua. It's Karkarov, and we're here with Amnesia, Machine for Pigs. Yep, we've got one fuse just where I left it. So here we are in the first little basement area of the Mandus processing plant. Guess it's time to, I still can't get that. Why does that little white dot show up when I'm on that thing? Guess it's time to go ahead and do the dirty. Let's open her up. Clink. Put down my light before I take a peekie. Surprise, surprise, no kids. Wonder if I can close the door behind me. It's in the off position. Can't seem to play with the specific dials. Looks like another door. And we got a switch here as well. Okay. Well, we'll see if there's any recent updates. The path is cleared. Seems this chemical processor. Yeah. Look, I hit M, Ryan. Are you happy? Guess my buddy Sir Ryan King mocked me in the comments of my previous video, I believe. We'll start here. Okay. Can't tell what's below me. So let's see. It's can't adjust that gauge. Obvious changes. No obvious changes. Okay, that's good. What happens here? Decontamination process. Other door. Okay, there's some point up. And now we appear to be back in the mansion. What's that say? Can't read it from here. We'll get in a minute. Is that the famous picture of a woman cooking a baby in soup? No, I don't think so. There's books and documents. Sheep. Okay, room looks clean. So that's interesting. Flood breach, emergency shutdown in place. So let's take a look here. This is some sort of map of the facilities. This is obviously the deep basement where probably the machine in question was located. Sewer system maybe. The actual processing area, which I think that's where I am now. I guess that's the mansion. I don't know, it's hard to tell from this picture. There's quite a few different facilities. It must be around this area somewhere. Or in there, who knows. Flood breach, emergency shutdown in place. Okay. Sheep. Just move that out of the way. Bottle of wine. What every supervisor needs at his desk. Makes the day go by just fine. Man, I can't fit down there. That's disappointing. Leave no trace, Oswald. What the hell are you doing, dude? Stand up. Okay, so what door do we want to try? Door number 1 or door number 2? Let's go for door number 1 first. Well, made that choice easy, didn't it? Looks like we're going to door number 2. Oh, this is a new area, okay. All that pomp and circumstance. The collar, the neck, the noose. Such a fanfare. The Times wrote it was a splendid occasion. The bunting stretched for streets and the fanfare blew. A proud day for the family. Okay, if you say so. I guess we're now in some sort of processing facility. An engine room, maybe. Engine. Who knows? Uh-oh. Don't knock over your cell phone, which is keeping time for you. Take a quick peek around. Okay. I hear heavy mouth breathing. Oh, Jim Dandy.
I have such visions to share with thee, if my jaw be unshackled and you harvest the crust from my eyes. Make me clean, Mandus, that my thoughts and words can unfouled be.
Whatever works for you. The factory offices, so that's where we are. All the suggestions of a large workforce, yet no actual signs of life. It's every bit as if someone has attempted to carefully create the illusion of a working factory complex. Yet this facade, when examined closely, is clearly just a falsification. Gotta put aside my anxieties, quell the unease that pits my stomach, and continue on my path. Whatever floats your boat, buddy. So this does appear to be an office area. Yeah, another pig mask. We'll wait a moment. Check over here first. This is what's really annoying me about this game. I mean, that is getting annoying. What's the point in putting all these doors and all these cupboards in the game if you're just going to say they're all blocked or locked or you can't access them or whatever? What's the damn point? Just making an empty a hall with just one door. In fact, that's even more stressful because that gives the illusion of an option. So I'm always like, well, let's double back and check. Nobody had them out. it's a bad opera. That was a squeaky cabinet drawer. It's got another 2 doors. Huh. Another mirror I'm surely being observed through. May 1st, 1899. I really have to go back through these notes and build a timeline. I can do that off film. But then, what if they could stand upright and walk as men? What if the brute were harnessed thus? Would they sing? Would they find their own God? I've seen these things, and I will tell you now, no, they will not. But they will happily accept fealty to a God thrust upon them, and worship it thus given. In this I realize they are no different to the masses. They are much the same as us. Irrevocable threshold is passed. I understand that we too are shackled, and must be set free. To free the man, we cut the man. In order to cross that great evolutionary line, it must be painted upon the ground. Nice shirt. Alright. Just an engine schematic. Oh yeah, I was like, hear a clock somewhere. Oh yeah, it's right there. Huh. Outside for a second. Been cooped up indoors for long enough. Another note. October 11th, 1899. We integrate the latest known knowledge of chemistry. I said that wrong, but who cares? Using low levels of laudanum derivative in feed to subdue the product even before the initiation of the process. This means that when we drag them from holding pins onto the line, they are less likely to panic and damage machine components, other products, or themselves. This section of the belt is sheathed in rubber and kept well lit to maintain good spirits, and we have actually found that the intelligent placement of gramophones and simple acoustic amplification tubes around the line means we can use music to further soothe the product. We find Debussy particularly effective in this regard. Somebody's at home up there, apparently. Basically, he's just talking about the, supposedly someone's at home over there, Terrell. He's just talking about the actual production line for the slaughterhouse, I imagine. So let's go ahead and take the obvious route. Another bathroom. spot anything particularly unusual in that bathroom. This must be the manager's office or what have you. Nice. August 22nd, 1899. In America, they talk of building their cities to the skies. To me, this seems folly, so we're not in America, obviously. But perhaps it is simply a case of nation founded without a history of its own. We walk upon our histories. They're compacted into the very loam beneath our feet. This guy likes those words, loam and fecund, and all these weird, earthy words. The engineers we employed talked of this. They talked of how, when building the underground trains, they would often come across older tunnels crisscrossing the capital. What palaces lie buried beneath us? We are digging, excavating and reappropriating what we find. At the center of the planet, my architect tells me there's a great iron ball. Is this the egg of the world? Is it the egg of the world? I think your architect's a dumbass. I think it's safe to say your architect's a retard. But... man, those things sure got squeaky all of a sudden. We don't need to play the gramophone when we already know it just plays music. We left it open. Back outside we go. Proceeding this direction. That door was apparently already open because I bumped it and it opened part way. Warning, fueling pumps, volatile chemicals are in use. These materials are highly corrosive. Wear protection. Like all gentlemen, I always have protection. Nope. Dead pigs. Okay. funny. You can definitely hear something down here with you. That's the implication. No, I don't need to play with the piggies. That piggy's not quite dead. Might as well cover my tracks. If I were a man-pig man, would I try to ambush a guy here? I don't think I might. Sorry I'm not being as commentative today. I'm a little more focused. Also apologize it's taken me so long to get these videos done. It's not just a matter of my job and Grand Theft Auto 5 distracting me. But there's a lot of other things too. I tried to assist in our little official side venture in the MMO Final Fantasy 14 Online. So I'm always a little bit busy with that every given day. So that's not a factory over there, that's a church. And of course there's a bit of it comes down to editing time and encoding time and things like that. I've actually gotten that down to a pretty good science now. Uploads don't take forever in a day anymore. Encoding only takes about an hour, hour and a half. It's the actual editing that is the most time consuming. I'm surprised there's so many exterior environments in this game. Especially considering apparently it's just the I wonder if I can fit under there. No. When you consider that it's just the Amanda's processing plant, supposedly, and not a city in and of itself. Okay. Holy Orders. This church is connected to the plant. How odd. Again, what are you, stupid? You're the one who built it. Shouldn't you know why it's here? However, it does suggest another route into the main part of this facility, given the locked doors around the fueling station. The truck blocks my way, however, almost as if the saboteur knew I might consider this alternative entrance. The saboteur? I mean, this is not a open-world game taking place in the French Revolution, and there's no Irish guy here in your way, dude, and nor are you a Nazi, at least I hope not. There is no saboteur. You're just imagining this BS. Delivery schedule. How in blazes are we supposed to meet these damn schedules if even the basic equipment we are provided with simply will not perform its designed function? This sounds like a similar note where he was bitching earlier. These cursed newfangled trucks only run a fraction of the distance my old nag managed before running out of stinking gasoline. The gaffer says it's fine, but there's plenty of pumps to refill them outside the factory walls. Come on, Sam, you can deal with it. But you end up dragging a blessed tank from the truck to the nearest one to refill it. And if the one in the storeroom's empty again, I can't be turning that crank handle all day only to find the tank is empty. Well, sod it, says I. Enough for the night, and to my bed I go. It's not like anyone needs access to the bleeding graveyard anyway. Harry, if you get this, I'll meet you in the Damson Templar for a jar. Damson Templar, knowing English people, it could be. It sounds very English the more we play it, so maybe it is London. But Damson Templar sounds like some kind of a weird London bar.
Come on, Papa. Let's climb this one. I can see more pictures at the top.
Yeah, you do that, kid. Is that open? It is. It's interesting, when the light was blinking, the red eyes were gone. There's some sort of short to the left. I guess it's a map of the facility telling me where I am. Flood breach, emergency shutdown in place. This is the actual production line here. So apparently, despite there being no workers, stuff's still going out. Check that door in a moment. Strange container. This canister looks like it may fit the fuel pump I saw earlier. I saw a fuel pump earlier? I did? Where was that exactly? It certainly carries the same fetid, unholy reek. I will not think of that which I saw pass me in its cage. I will not gaze into that dark machine room. A more immediate task presents itself, and the opportunity perhaps to gain access to St. Dunstan's. Apparently I'm supposed to be a much ballsier player than I am, and I was supposed to just blindly charge into that room instead of sitting down by the boxes and waiting for the scene to play out. So I didn't see anything pass it in its cage. Okay, this is some sort of fuel container. Inventory system go. It's funny how the light is so much brighter. Maybe it was back in that piggy place. I don't know. I really didn't see a fuel pump. but it's obvious with a note bitching about the thing not having fuel that I'm going to have to find fuel before I crank it up. This music sure is getting ominous. Oh, and I'm past 30 minutes. Whoops. You know what? I guess we'll call it here. We'll see where we go from here as I search for the fuel pump that I'm supposed to have already found, and I'm not really sure where it is. It must be back in the factory, I guess. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway, this makes for a nice final scene, doesn't it? Nice and homey looking. Apparently, if that also really freaky music indicated there was a man-pig man after me, he never saw me because the music stopped. Or not. I still hear it, just not as loud. Anyway, the adventures of the man-pig man and the imaginary Irish saboteur trying to stop the French Revolution will continue again in our next episode. For now, this is Karkarov signing off. Thanks for watching, and feel free to comment, etc., make fun of me, and do whatever else feels appropriate at the time of watching this video. Toodles.